Hello everyone and welcome to this video. In this video I'm going to review the Udemy Machine Learning from A to Z course by the great teacher Kirill, Eremenko and Hadelin Ponteves. Now before I even review the course, let's go and check what are the topics that should be covered by any machine learning course. Now I've been taking courses for the last 5 or 6 years about machine learning and data science. I finished boot camps, Udemy courses, Coursera courses, Udacity, DataCamp, DataQuest, university courses, you name it. I've taken those courses. Now, from my point of view, these are the topics that should be covered in any machine learning crash course, whether it was on Udemy or anywhere else. So let's start. First of all, the course should pick a language. It's either Python or R or both, which is what Kirill Eremenko did in his course. Instead of he made 2 courses. One is for R in R and one is in Python. He made 1 course and he explained the same thing in R in Python. So there is 1 point for that, because Jose Portilla, he made 2 courses, almost identical courses, but one he explained it in Python and one he explained it in R. But Kirill, he combined both of them in 1 giant course. So here we have Python, P, and then we have R. So in Python, if you want to learn machine learning, you need to know something called core Python. Core Python basically means the data types, the basics of Python, data types, variables, if, loop, this type of stuff. And then you have Python object oriented, which is polymorphism, inheritance, encapsulation, and this stuff. And then we have data structures. Now data structures and object oriented, these sometimes are called Python intermediate courses, or little bit or advanced topics in Python. Most of the courses, they will just explain the core Python and that's it. And here Kirill Eremenko, he only explained the core Python. He didn't explain this and this. So we'll go and check the course itself, because they keep updating. Maybe he added this one, but as I remember, like in 2016 when I took this course, it was only core Python. And then he should explain pandas and how to analyze data using Python. And then he should explain matplotlib, seaborn, bouquet, these packages or libraries which are in data visualization, and how to manipulate data, how to deal with missing files and stuff, missing data. And then how you can learn machine learning if you can't learn statistics, linear algebra, calculus, and probability. He made a standalone course. He explained statistics in it, but there are no linear algebra, no calculus, and no probability. There are no these 3. Again, we're gonna go and check. Maybe he explained these things, but I don't remember he explained these things. Like last time I took his course was in 2016, like 5 years ago. So he explained supervised learning, machine learning algorithms, and unsupervised machine learning algorithms. I don't think he explained Kaggle competitions. There are projects, yes. He did explain deep learning, a crash course. NLP, I think he did explain it, and big data was also already there. Again, these are everything I took in 2016. So in the past 5 years, I'm pretty sure he updated his course. Again, these are the topics that I think should be covered by any person who's willing to make a crash course. Now basically in Udemy, most of the courses, if it's not all of them, which is like a machine learning bootcamp, data science bootcamp, there are all bunch of crash courses. Like in Python, he'll give you crash course. In data analysis, he'll give you crash course, because he cannot explain everything in details, or it's going to be that course cannot last like 40, 80, 100 hours. So the idea is, in the boot camps, they give you a crash course, enough for you to get started, and then you can go and pick it up by DataCamp or book or specialized boot camps like Springboard and This is Metis and this type of boot camps. Again, this is actually one of the best courses I have taken, and they will give you a solid foundation about what is machine learning. Again, I would highly recommend, if you want to become a data scientist or machine learning engineer, the first thing you should do that you take a crash course which is only theoretical, You don't have to pick immediately a practical one, just a theoretical one. So you can know what is a machine learning, what is an AI, what is a deep learning, what is an NLP, what is a data science, how do we use data science in real world, what are the skills that you should know in and if you become a data scientist, this type of stuff, general questions. And then once you take this course, and I'll be releasing this course soon on Udemy in English, because I already did it in Arabic. And after you take this theoretical course, after that, it will be better for you to take a test. Let me show you that test. Alright, you have to go to my website, the-mis.org. Here, it's in Arabic. You can go and click on the English version, and that's the English version. You go to the articles, and then you go all the way down to this one, Data Science Assessment Test. I'm gonna leave the link on the description below, and that's the Arabic explanation, but don't worry guys, I have this English explanation. Now what you're gonna do after you take the crash course that I'm going to release on Udemy in a few weeks, after you take the crash course, you're going to have a solid idea about what is a data science, what is a machine learning, if you want to become a data scientist or not. Then you're gonna have to do something called data science assessment test, which means you want to know if this major it suits you or not. So you guys click here, and it's gonna open another article which is on analytics video, and the question is, should I become a data scientist or business analyst? Now this is a very nice assessment that will going to test your background and knowledge, and at the end you're gonna have, for example, this is the question: do you love number crunching and logical solving, like puzzles, probability and statistics? A score out of 20. If you don't like mathematics and statistics, you can just choose 5. If you love it, you can choose 20, and so on. You write down the questions and the scores on a side of paper. You can write down the numbers. Let's say it's going to be like this: Q1, let's say it's 20, and then Q2, let's say here, do you enjoy working in handling unstructured problems? Let's say it's 15 or 15 and above. Let's say it's another 20. You keep doing that, and at the end you like this calculate and add all the numbers, and at the end it will tell you if it's between 80 and 85, then you can then that science is suitable for you, and so on. Just read the article, okay guys, just read the article. So now we're gonna go back to our review, and I'm gonna head back to Udemy. Okay, here we are on Udemy. You guys can see that I have bought this course in 2016, which is when this course was released, and you guys can check that they are keep updating the course. I mean, right now I'm recording the video on 15th of February, which means this course is up to date, and it's 44 hours, which is nice, which is a lot actually, kind of like the same as like 40 hours of Andrew Nigwe and Daniel Burke course. Here, let's see, you're going to learn, just like I told you guys, you're going to learn machine learning in Python and R. Okay, now basically most of the people, they just add machine learning and data science together because it's almost the same. So let's see what I'm going to learn. Master machine learning on Python and R, which is nice because they're explaining both languages, which means you're gonna have to give me some crash course in Python and some crash course in R. Even though Kirill, Eremenko, and Hadelin, Ponteves, they both have their own courses in Python and R. Especially in R, they think they have 2 or 3 detailed courses. Make accurate predictions, make robust machine learning models, use machine learning for personal purposes, which means in your projects, handle advanced techniques like dimensionality reduction. Okay, fine. They do explain NLP, which is natural language processing, which is basically dealing with text data, and some deep learning. Okay, they also explain reinforcement learning. That's new, because most of the courses, they don't explain reinforcement learning. I mean, they just explain supervised and unsupervised learning. Make profile analysis. Okay, let's see. Let's expand all the section and let's see. Applications of machine learning immediately. I mean, like, what is a machine learning, or how the real applications of machine learning in our real world. ML, DL, AI. What is the difference? Okay, regression. I don't think they're organized. I don't know why. Okay, learning path, and then immediately ML and then regression types. I mean, shouldn't they explain like what is a machine learning? Why should you become a machine learning engineer? I don't know. It's not organized. Why machine learning is the future? Okay, tips and tricks, PDF. Okay. The folder, we're gonna find all the Jupyter notebooks, installing R and R Studio. Okay, what about the Anaconda? There is no Anaconda, which is for Python. Okay, data processing, pre-processing in Python. They have to explain me. Okay, okay, apparently I sound like it's the first time I'm checking the course, but I checked the course 5 years ago, so it's like basically I'm doing it for the first time. They did change a couple of stuff. You can see that they're explaining a simple linear regression in very detail, so like 1 hour and 18 minutes. Multiple linear regression, again, it's in details. Then it's both in Python and R. Same thing, Python and R. Here you can see it's in R, and this one is in Python. Okay, decision tree, support vector machine, random forest. These are all supervised and mostly supervised learning algorithms. Regression models in R, which is exactly the same thing. They're doing it twice. Now the part of classification, which is logistic regression. Okay, I didn't like the way they're organized, but they do explain things in details. We're gonna see. Let's just go all the way down and see what are the new parts. Clustering, which is unsupervised learning. Okay, fine. Again, both in R and Python. Good. They did until now. I can see that they did explain the main algorithms and supervised learning and unsupervised learning in details in both in R and Python. Now we can see here we have reinforcement learning. Now this I like, because most of the courses, they don't explain reinforcement learning. They just add it in a new course. They usually focus on supervised and unsupervised learning. Semi-supervised learning and reinforcement learning is always left out. Thompson sampling, upper confidence bound. Okay, these are new stuff. Natural language processing, they do explain it. That's nice. That's in detail, Python and R, which is good. Deep learning, artificial neural network. Look, the deep learning course, it's crash course, but it's detailed crash course. See, that's nice. Both in R and Python, which is also CNN. There an RNN dimensionality. See, it's dimensionality reduction. It's an unsupervised, but I don't know. It's not organized. Okay, but again, they explaining it really well. Okay, that's it. No big data. There are no big data. I remember there was the big data. Man, it was 5 years ago. Probably I have forgot everything. Let's just go to the course and see how they're explaining. Now, the explanation, usually the theoretical explanation, is going to be by Kirill Eremenko. He explains it really well, and the theoretical stuff, it's by Hadelin Ponteves. Let me just let's see. Okay, let's see this one. Why machine learning is the future.
Hello and welcome back to the course of machine learning. Today we're going to find out why machine learning is the future. You know, a human is not just
Now, most of the explanation are slides. Let's go and see something in practical. Let's say, yeah, it's going to be by Hadelin Ponteves.
Yeah. We're going to tackle very quickly the very
And he got a French accent, but you can understand.
first step of this toolkit, which is the libraries. How to import the libraries, how to have them ready anytime.
Now you guys can see that my progress is almost 0, because I did take this course in 2016, and then they keep adding new courses, which made it look like 50% or 60%, and then I was like, you know what, I think in 2018 I just came here and I removed my my progress, so I can just start all over again. You can do that, by the way. You can just come here and remove the progress, so it's like you're doing it from the beginning, because they kept adding the organizing and stuff.
Very simple. We're going to import 3 libraries now, which are, let's import these libraries, and the shortcut we usually...
I remember they were explaining it on Jupyter Notebook, but now they're explaining it on Google Colab, which is that's why they didn't show how to install Anaconda, because they're using a cloud service. Okay, fine, I'm fine. But this is the folder we're gonna find all the Jupyter Notebooks that are explaining it. Let's check something in R. Yes, this one.
Hello and welcome to this tutorial. Okay, we are almost ready to begin our journey of data preprocessing, but first we need to get the dataset. So that's what we're going to do in this tutorial. So let's do this right now. And here it is. Just gonna put the column titles in bold. Okay, to distinguish some. It's gonna be very simple, and besides, hello and welcome to this dataset. Okay, here it's R Studio. I mean, you could have an R Studio Cloud, but yeah. So R is in R Studio, and Python instead of Jupyter Notebook is going to be on Jupyter Notebooks or Google Colab Notebooks. So all of them are 1080p. Let me show you something, guys. The intuition, yeah. Check how the theoretical lessons are explained.
Hello and welcome back to the course on machine learning. Today we'll learn regression discrete prediction, because using average nets with balloons and holding this jar that's conducting this event.
Hello my friend.
So one video which is an intuition, which is basically telling you how these things works, and then immediately go. And this one is random forest in Python.
Happy to see you again. Same code
here.
It's exactly what we see. Train, random forest.
And then let's check one in R. The same thing in R.
Hello and welcome to this R tutorial. Select this line as a past tune for your section in forest with 100 trees.
You can see this is 17 minutes and this one is 13 minutes. So I'm telling you the theoretical part, it's not that long, but the practical part is long. So again, remember guys, this is a crash course. It's not a detailed course, so which means after you take a theoretical course, you take a crash course, which is like this. And then later on you can, for example, say that I want to become an expert in NLP. I want to become expert in social network analysis. I want to become expert in supervised learning. I want to become expert in deep learning. I want to expert in big data, and so on. The crash course like this one is like the second step. The first step is you take the crash course, which I'm going to release it in a couple of weeks. Just keep checking my YouTube channel or Twitter and Snapchat. After you take that crash course, you take the data science assessment that I showed you, and then you take this course. Or probably in the future I'm going to be able to release a course similar to this one, but it's going to take a lot of time, guys. Again, this is a great course. I highly recommend it. Again, I'm telling you guys, this is a crash course, just like that data science Jose Portilla course. Okay, and these people do have some nice courses. Let me show you. Kirill, Eremenko. Yeah. Tableau, they have R, they have advanced R, deep learning. I'm gonna review this course. I have this course. Look. Again, I bought it in 2017, the time they released it. So yeah, amazing course. It helped me a lot in my thesis. Blockchain, AI, I don't know, Forex, okay, whatever. This course is, they don't give coupons on this course, because in this course he's giving a pass exam guarantee, which means if you buy it in $200 and you don't pass the exam, they will pay for the next exam. They have this guarantee, because he explained this Tableau 2020 certified associate exam in details. So yeah, but I didn't take this course because I'm not that much interested in Tableau. So that's it, guys. Hope you liked the video. Please like and subscribe for more content, and keep checking the other videos on my YouTube. And I would highly recommend this course, guys. You can check it. Again, if you don't like it, you can just return it. And sometimes you can see that they have sale, like this course is going to be available in the coming 8 hours and $12, but later on it might goes. They keep bringing sales, and the link in description, you'll put a coupon in it, so make sure to buy the course from the link in the description below. Thank you so much, guys. See you in the next video. Bye bye.